Jackson Dollinger, welcome to the show. How have you been, man?
I've been good. Thank you so much for having me. It's nice to catch up.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man. Listen, I was been watching you on TV. I was like, I gotta get this man on. I gotta get this man on the show for the next season.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I'm glad you're here. You've been doing some pretty big things. And you're doing all types of great things. You're a singer. You're a songwriter. You're an actor. You're a producer. I mean, you're doing it all. How do you get it done?
Oh, stop, Tyreek. um, yeah, I mean, I've just been living life, honestly, just making music every day, working on school. It gets tough to balance it sometimes, but just gotta keep a positive attitude and yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Especially during these times that we're living in right now, you gotta stay positive. Staying positive is a must.
It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, man. So I know school year's just started back. So you're in school, right? How's school been going?
Yeah, so I am a freshman in high school. I'm in ninth grade.
Okay.
Um, And school is actually going pretty well. I've been doing school for about 2 weeks now. Um, hasn't gotten too stressful, too hectic. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of glad to be back a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you. I wish, I'm a senior, so I wish I could say it hasn't been hectic for me, but it's been
Oh,
hectic.
I'm sure. I can't imagine.
Yeah, it has been hectic. But we get through it. Just continue to do the work, and it'll take care of itself. So, no doubt. So you do homeschooling, or you do
Yeah,
homeschooling? Okay.
yeah, I'm in an independent study program.
Okay. So how's that?
It's actually like I'm so used to it at this point because I started it when I got Sydney to the Max originally. Um, and I get this question all the time. It's like, "Oh, Jackson, like, how is it not going to school?" Like, well, not not going to school, but like not going to, physical in-person school. And people think my life has changed dramatically because of COVID and I'm like not going to regular school. But honestly, my COVID hasn't really affected my schooling because I've been doing the homeschool thing since 6th grade when COVID wasn't even a thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you're kind of used to it, kind of already in the swing of
Yeah,
things.
I'm already in the groove for sure.
Hey, yeah, that's good. It's not something that you really have to adjust to because you're already adjusted, so that's great. But you did mention Sydney to the Max, so definitely we have to talk about this. Would you say that like Sydney to the Max was kind of like your big break to superstar sensation?
Well, I don't like to call myself a superstar because I'm never like never I mean, I'm happy where I am, but like I always feel like I could do better and, go farther. Um so I mean, definitely Sydney to the Max changed my life for sure, but I wouldn't say I'm even at the point that I want to be. Like I feel like I could just keep going and keep going and keep going.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you, let me tell you, from what I've seen, you definitely like you're gonna get there. You're gonna get.
Oh, thank you. I hope so.
Yeah, yeah. You are gonna get there. We're rooting for you. We're rooting for you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. So I gotta ask you, being an actor, everybody knows that there's always an audition process. Sometimes this audition process can be very strategic. It can be strict. How was your audition process for this big time TV show?
That's actually a great question. So, my audition process was over the span of, I would say, probably 2 or 3 months. I first taped, I did a self tape audition for the show, sent it in to the casting directors. Didn't hear back for probably like 3 weeks, a month, maybe. Um, and I just got like I just when I do an audition, I do it and I just leave it up to the universe. Like I don't think about it after. I just do it. Because there's no point in stressing about it because I can't control that. They could go a totally different look, totally different like everything. So it's at the end of the day, you can't control who they choose. So I just try my best not to think about it and get wrapped up in the what if I did this? What if I did that? Like I just do it. Um, but anyway, so after like, 3 weeks of not hearing, I just got a call back out of the blue. And at that point I've already been like, oh, okay, cool. Like it was just, random. I was living my life. So I got called back. Um, to be honest, it's all a blur. But I'm pretty sure after the callback, I just had a couple more callbacks, and the part that I do remember like it was yesterday was eventually I got to the test, which was on the 21st floor of the Disney building, and that's the step. Well, actually, sorry. Let's rewind a little bit. I remember the mix and match and the test. So for some of you guys who don't know, mix and match is where they pair you up with possibilities for like your best friend. So like I read with a couple Leos, and they compared me to Adult Max and made sure I looked enough like him. Kind of just like in person reading and comparing. So the mix and match, that was actually fun. That was my first time ever doing a mix and match. After the mix and match, there was the test. And the test was like probably one of the craziest moments of my life, honestly. Um, so again, 21st floor of the Disney building. I'm up there, just doing my thing, auditioning or whatever, reading for like the network and stuff. And I remember there was like probably 15 people, 20 people in a conference room, including me. And I was just like standing on my mark, and they were just watching me and they were just talking to me. And it was like I was just having like a conversation with them, and we were reading the script. They were bringing other people in and out, sending me back and forth in the waiting room. Um, and long story short, they asked me if I had my skateboard, and I always have my skateboard in the car.
Because you're a skateboarder. That's what you do.
I've been skating since I was 2. So I don't go anywhere without my board like in the car. Oh, the air just turned on. I was like, what the heck is that? Um, but anyway, so they asked me to grab my skateboard. So me and my mom are like going downstairs, opening the trunk, getting the board. We go back up, and they call me in the room again after like a couple minutes of waiting, and they're like, okay, so they were checking if I was a legit skateboarder. So I remember it's carpet, the floor is carpet, and I'm on like it's not a skyscraper, but it's a tall building. So I'm looking out, and I'm like, this is high. But anyway, so I was like kind of showing off a little bit my skateboarding abilities. I did a little kickflip on the carpet or whatever. Um, yeah. Um, so this is the crazy part. One of the Disney executives was like, "Have you ever ollied over a person?" And an ollie is just, just jumping, like, popping up over a person. So I was like, "Yeah, I have actually." So he laid down on the floor, a Disney executive, like top tier of Disney, and he laid down on the floor and was like, "Ollie over me," and I was like, and I'm like 9 years old. I'm like 10 years old. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, what else am I supposed to do? So, I remember a couple Disney people, like, they got their phones out and they were filming. And I ollied over him, and I landed it. And then they were like, oh, we didn't get it. Let's do it again. And this is carpet. This is a small conference room.
Yeah.
And he just laid down on the floor, and I just ollied over him twice because they didn't get it the first time. And at that point, I felt so confident in, like, not that I had the role because, I never want to jinx it like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I just did my best. Like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like, I gave this one my all. Like, there's no regrets with this. And I remember I was on Catalina Island when I got the call that I booked the role. I was hyped.
Rats to you, man. That's that's a heck of a story right there.
I know, right? I mean, I can't believe I ollied over a Disney Network executive on the floor of a conference room at the top of the Disney building.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like it's like you weren't expecting it. It's just something that just kind of happened. It was like, can you do this?
I was just expecting to just read the script like kind of a normal audition, but I'm glad it happened the way it did.
But that's good. And that's good. You had your skateboard. First, they saw you were prepared, and then two, I mean, you did the dang thing.
No, it was crazy. It was
Did it?
probably the craziest
Yeah.
moment.
That's pretty cool, man. That's a good story right there. Oh yeah, definitely one for the books. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll always remember that too.
oh yeah, man. Man, that's good though. So on the show, you seem like you're having a great time. It seems like it's good. What's a typical day on set like?
Um. Okay, so an episode takes 1 week to film, and most shows start on a Monday. So pretty much a normal show schedule would be Monday table read, or like a sitcom, like a Disney show. Um, Monday table read, Tuesday producer run through, Wednesday network run through, and Thursday and Friday filming. But we actually started on a Thursday, so our table read day was Thursday, and then producer run through was on Friday. And table read is pretty much where you just sit around the table and just read the script. And producer run through is where you kind of go through it's still the second day, you just got the script or whatever, and they're making changes as well as you go throughout the week. So there's changes every day to the script. But yeah, so producer run through is pretty much where you go through the whole script like on set, like a play kind of. And you hold your script and you kind of just go through the motions a little bit. Then you have the weekend to prepare more for Monday. And Monday you do the same thing as Friday, the producer run through, except in front of more Disney people. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday we film. But so which day do you want to hear a normal day of?
Oh, shoot. Well, let's hear about the filming. Let's hear about the film day.
Okay, so because the show's divided into present day and the 90s, we're not in scenes with the present day. And there's also two sets because there's the 90s house and the present day house. So the present day shoots in the daytime. So on a normal shoot day, I don't get called in to work till about, I would say 5 p.m., 7 p.m. So I'm at home all day on a shoot day mostly. And I'm just here doing school, getting ready a little bit. And I go into work at around 5, 6. I would say on a shoot day it varies. Like the call time could be it's never really earlier than 3, but never later than, I think my latest call time was 6:30 maybe. But yeah, once I get to work at those late times, which was great, I just got to be at home all day and just work on school, get ahead for the week. But once I showed up to work, I didn't have to do school at work because I was already done with my day. And I would pretty much, grab a snack at Crafty or whatever and go right into hair and makeup to get touched up, and then go put on my wardrobe and pretty much just go straight to set and film. I think the latest we ever shot to was about like maybe 10:30, 11 question mark, like around there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it actually. So if you guys start kind of late, then y'all kind of wrap up around 10ish and stuff like that. Yeah, it seems like it doesn't really take that long because from times that I've been on set, I've done like a few things on set. It was like 12-hour days. I'm like, ugh, I'm so exhausted.
Yeah. I would say the hardest day on set was Monday, because it's Monday.
Yeah.
And nobody likes Mondays.
Monday is Monday.
Yeah, Monday's Monday, yeah. But on top of it being Monday, I would have to get to work pretty early. I would do school at work all day. And I would say Monday was probably the most stressful day because it was important. Like it was like a really like big day. Yeah, I would probably get there around 6:37 a.m. and be there till about 4. Depends if I have a fitting after. But
Okay, yeah, that's good. Good. Sounds like you guys have a lot of fun on set. Now, offset, what do you say?
we do have a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah. Like from watching, from being like a viewer, it looks like you guys have a great time. So, yeah, man. That's good. So, and also talk a little bit about your cast members. I know you and Chandler are actually like best friends, right?
Chandler?
Yeah. I'm sorry, not
I was like, what?
not Chandler. I'm sorry. I'm getting shows mixed up. Sorry.
Cassidy?
Yeah. That's what I meant to say.
No, no, you're totally good. Um, no, yes, Cassidy is my best friend. We got really close on set for sure. And it was so, I miss her a lot. It's so weird not getting to see her every day. But yeah, we got really close. It was a blast filming with her for sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know where my mind at.
No, you're. I was like, do I really not know the names of my castmates? I was tripping for a second.
Listen, I've been it's crazy because like when you're doing what I'm doing, they make you do like 5 interviews a day, and you just can't. Yeah, you gotta. It's like
Okay, you're good.
yeah, sometimes you gotta shoot a whole season in one day. So yeah, that's sometimes how it is, especially when you're like pre-recording and stuff. So
Yeah.
but like,
No, no, don't even worry about it. I knew who you were talking about.
yeah, you and Cassidy is what I yeah you and Cassidy is what I meant to say. But yeah, y'all are yeah, seem like you guys are always doing stuff and having a good time.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's good. Show's good. Definitely a good show. I'd say it's a pretty popular show. You guys got a primetime spot on Disney too. When you
Yes.
so
Yeah.
you got a good spot. Yeah, man. So not only are you an actor, you also do this thing that they call music. I mean, music, listen, I've had a chance to listen to your songs. I've had a chance to listen to some, look at the music videos. I mean, dude, you're like a music genius.
Oh, thank. I wouldn't go that far. I still have a lot of room for improvement, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the music, so like, I guess, how did you get the idea? Like, you're over here acting, but like, okay. Did you just wake up one day and was like, okay, I'm gonna be an artist and I'm gonna put some music out?
Kind of. That's low key the way it happened. It was I didn't just wake up and I wanted to be an artist. I was watching YouTube one day, and you know how you get those recommended videos, like kind of like a For You page, and they just give you stuff that is based off your interests or whatever. And I don't know where it got the clue that I was interested in making beats or whatever, but for some reason this like tutorial on how to make like beats, it was from this producer collective called Internet Money. And they just popped up on my YouTube thing, and I was like, what the heck is this? So I click on the video. I'm like, why does YouTube think I want to see this? But I'm glad, because that kind of changed my life a little bit. So I click on the video, and I just watched, it was Nick Mira, who's a very established producer. And I just watched him make this beat, and I was like, that rocked my world. I was like, I didn't know this is how, I was just listening to songs on the radio. I wasn't really going in depth studying music like I am now. But I just saw that tutorial and I was like, I want to do that. So I just downloaded GarageBand on my mom's computer or whatever, and I just started messing around, trying to make beats. And they were trash, but I mean, nobody's amazing at first.
Yeah.
So I would say after a year, or not a year, I would say after a solid 4 or 5 months of getting better on GarageBand and starting to make beats, I kind of graduated. I didn't get too good for GarageBand, but I was just I need more. It's my brain is thinking of stuff that I can't do on the software, and I feel like computers should never limit what you want to achieve. So I was like, okay, I guess it's time to step it up. That was my wake up call to go, all right, it's time for the real software, not the free GarageBand. So I got Logic Pro X, which is the pro music software. And there's a couple different softwares. I just chose that one. And I've been on that ever since. That rocked my world too. When I got Logic, the the progression just went like that. Um, but I think it was also because I was getting like really comfortable on GarageBand. So if I didn't put in that work on GarageBand, I don't know how it would be on Logic. But that's pretty much how I started, and I started making beats. Um, and I had my dream, like I just wanted to send them to artists and rappers and stuff, and like try to get a placement or whatever with them, try to get them to record on my beat. Um, and I never really got it out there enough, and eventually my parents were like, okay, nobody understands the just instrumentals, like that's more behind the scenes, like you should try to sing on your beats. And I was like, singing was a whole different thing for me. I had always been um not insecure about my voice, but I never really tried it. So I my parents were like, just try, just try. So I just started writing. Say that one more time.
So yeah, just give it a shot.
Yeah, exactly. So I just started kind of writing songs and taking vocal lessons, along with like my music theory lessons and my piano lessons and my drum lessons. I started training my voice a little bit, and I started writing songs. Um, I've been writing songs like by myself. Like I feel like that's the best way to learn. Like um, I do it all myself. Like so, it's just like it's trial and error kind of a little bit. And I feel like now I'm at a point where I'm more consistent. Like I used to not be this consistent with my music. Now it's more like I have an idea and I can achieve that. Um, but yeah, so I started training my voice, starting writing little songs or whatever. Um, and then eventually I made I'm Yours 1, which was like my first single that we felt comfortable releasing.
It was a hit. It was a hit.
Thank you. I wouldn't take it that far, but thank you. Um, yeah, so I did I'm Yours Too, and we dropped that. And that had a pretty incredible response. I was actually surprised. Um, and that kind of motivated me to, it's like, okay, not as bad as I thought. Like, people were like, okay, when's the next one? And I was like, there's a next one? What?
Yeah, yeah, we want more music. When you put out that first thing, the next thing gotta follow up. So
It starts like a fire, pretty much. Um, so all my supporters were just asking me for new music, and I I would say I made the early mistake of not building up a catalog enough. Um, I was dropping and kind of being like, oh my god, I gotta make another one. I gotta make another one. Um, but I feel like I learned to not do that very quickly, because it didn't get stressful, but it was like a little not risky, but you know what I'm saying. It's like
yeah, I
it's
feel.
better to have a build up. So I started after I dropped my second single, Reflection. Um, I just started like just making music nonstop and really like building up a full arsenal of all different vibes, and that's what I have now. I'm just waiting to drop it. Um, and I can't wait for the world to hear my unreleased stuff, because I think my unreleased stuff is gonna shock them a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's huge. So,
it's just um, it's just versatile. Like I wouldn't confine myself to one genre, if that makes sense.
okay, it's like a
Like
mix.
I would say it's like I got some like trap vibes, and I have some like more pop, and I also have like alternative rocky kind of stuff. Um,
Some for us to groove to a little bit. Okay,
I can't
for
wait
us
for.
to groove to a little bit.
Oh yeah. I need to make an R&B song. That's the one genre I haven't tackled yet. I've made hyperpop, which is like kind of like a EDM trap mix. Um, but R&B is the one thing that I haven't tried yet. I need to do that. I'd be fire. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'll be looking for that, checking for that. Okay, and you also, looking on your YouTube, looking at some of your music videos, you also do some music with Scarlett.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scarlett. I remember she was on the IG Live too. You guys are great when y'all work together.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, she's one of my best friends for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was a blast working with her. So I got close with Scarlett, because well, we had a bunch of mutual friends first off.
Yeah.
Um, but when we shot the I'm Yours video, the first I'm Yours video on Catalina Island, she was only supposed to stay for the video shoot like one day. Um, but her and her mom actually liked the island so much they were like, okay, let's. They ended up staying for 2 weeks, pretty much.
It's a good vacation.
For real. Like they had to buy clothes on the island. Like they didn't leave to go home to even get more stuff. Like they just liked the island. So during that 2 weeks, we got really close. And then we kind of went our separate ways. Like we would text each other every once in a while, but we kind of got busy. We were just doing our own thing. Like the show picked up for me. Like, taping started up again, and she was working on her other show. So we both got busy, and I would say we reconnected about like um 10 months ago,
Okay.
maybe. Um, and then I just was like, we were FaceTiming every night or whatever, and eventually I made the I'm Yours 2, just the hook and the verse, which is all my parts of the song and the beat. And I made that, and I was like, Scarlett, you should get on this. Like, so I texted it to her, and she was like, okay, I'm down. So she did her thing and sent it back, and I was like, yes, please. I was really hyped when I heard her verse. And the next step was just shoot the video. So we shot the video. Um, and yeah, there's a couple little flashbacks in the video to like the first I'm Yours. But yeah, no, we have a blast working together for sure.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, yeah. You guys are heard you guys' music together. Y'all listen, it's popping. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's really good. But that's good, especially when you can have a best friend, and then you can also have a best friend that you can work with, and y'all can do work together, and y'all produce good quality stuff.
Got talented friends. I got talented friends.
Yeah, that's good though, and especially like within you guys' circle, everybody's got some going on. Everybody's doing some big time stuff, and I mean that's just you always want to like in your circle, you always want to have people who are doing similar things to you, or at least have goals in
Yeah,
mind, stuff like that. So,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, yeah, you definitely want that stuff. But that's good, man. Listen. Your journey. Listen, you gotta be documenting this stuff in a book, man. Because like when you tell your kids in the future, this is where I started.
It's hard. I feel like my whole life is on film a little bit. But, I'm cool with it. But yeah.
So how do you like I gotta ask you, celebrity wise, how is it being in the spotlight? People stopping you in public, the autograph. Let me get a picture. What's that life like?
Tyrik, I'm not that big. I'm not that big. I'm not getting like paparazzi'd yet. Yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I always encourage my supporters to come up to me if they see me in public. It makes my day when they do. Love taking pictures with them, talking to them. Yeah, like definitely. My message for all my supporters is don't be afraid to come up with me in public. I don't bite, I promise. I'm just a normal kid, so come up and talk to me.
Yeah, that's good. Really down to earth. And people appreciate the fans. The fans appreciate that, especially when people are down to earth. They take the pictures. They do the
Oh yeah.
thing.
No,
They talk to you.
I like it. Like it makes my day. Like I enjoy it.
Especially like when people when people just people like you. That's a good thing. Yeah, man, that's really good. And earlier you had mentioned. When you talking about the music, I actually meant to hit on that because we actually have similar stories. Like when I was first doing my stuff, I was like, "Oof, stuff needed some work. My stuff needed some work." And then I had to take some speech classes and get that stuff together because if you go back and you look at the first few episodes, the slang, all that stuff on air. I was like, oof, this kid needs some work. So yeah, thank God that I got the work. And
You have to start somewhere. Like
you do, you really do. It's really important. Yeah, man. That's yeah. It's what it's all about. Gotta, you start out doing something, then you always figure out how you can improve, make it better. Because it's always, it'll never be perfect. There's always, something that can be done better. And so, yeah, you're figuring that out. I'm figuring that out. Figuring out together. So.
Yeah, no, and I feel like the biggest thing is you have to trust yourself and you have to trust the process of learning a new skill or whatever, and that goes for just everything in life. I think like you just gotta just take your time and realize that everyone has to start somewhere and is not incredible right off the bat.
Yeah. So listen, you've done some great stuff. We've talked about some great stuff. Let's talk about you personally a little bit. What can you say? What are your favorite spots to eat out there on the West Coast? What are some of the hottest spots?
I love the Palm in Beverly Hills. It slaps. Very good lobster. Very good. Um, um, I love sushi. Sushi's my favorite food. How are you? Do you like sushi?
I've never had sushi before. I don't know. I just like, for me, I
You
just
won't
kinda,
regret it. You will not regret it. You gotta try it. It's so
I don't
good.
know. I just don't like, for some reason, I just don't like the way it looks sometimes. I don't,
Yeah, some people are like that, and the texture too. Some people trip about the texture a little bit. But wait, what's your favorite food though?
my, I'm, it's kind of funny. But I'll be honest with you straight up. Listen, my favorite food is fried chicken.
Okay. I love fried chicken, so.
Yeah, listen, a good, and it's actually kind of changed, but well, it's still chicken, but I'm actually, like, ever since they came out with chicken and waffles, I have been a chicken and waffles, like,
I
guru
love chicken and waffles so much.
fan. Anytime I go to brunch, I gotta have chicken and waffles. It's a hands down chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits. Got
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh, I've never had shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits. Oh my goodness, you will love it. It
sounds
is
so
amazing.
good.
I actually had some last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's just never been one of those things. I was like, I gotta try I gotta try sushi, but I think I'm gonna just have to.
DM me. I'll give you recommendations on what to order.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna need to, cause I'm actually I think I'm gonna try to make it out to LA sometime this year.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can give you all the spots in LA for sure.
Listen, I need it, so I can have a grand time while I'm out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So and then also travel spots. I'm pretty sure you're a traveler. You like to go places. What are some of the best travel spots to go to?
I love to travel. I've always loved to travel. Since I was very little, my parents have always, exposed me to different cultures and, taking me out of the country, and I'm so grateful for that. Because I love to like immerse myself in different culture, and I think it's great. I would say my favorite travel spot that I've been to so far, which I'm bummed I went when I was young because I feel like I could appreciate the art so much more now. Paris was so fire. Like that was probably like my favorite trip. But I was bummed because I went when I was like 9 or 10, and I feel like I didn't appreciate it to the max.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I went back now, I would have a whole different outlook on Paris.
Yeah.
I like Hawaii too. Hawaii's fun.
Hawaii. Yeah, man. Listen, we're supposed to go to Hawaii. But the pandemic hit, and then we couldn't go. I was so bummed out. It's like, man, I was excited to go. And I heard like in Hawaii they got like this street. It's called Luxury Row. And they got all the luxury stores, all the big time stores. They said it's like the best place to check out.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And then Paris. My dad's gonna be 50 in 2 years, so he said we're gonna go to Paris. So
Oh my god, it's so fun. Wait, have you ever had escargot?
Yeah, on a I think I have had it like a few years back. I think I did.
Paris is the best place to get it. And have you ever had frog legs?
No, but I've seen them. I don't know. I just like looking at them on a plate and just like, ugh.
In Paris, so I tried frog legs for the first time in Paris. It honestly tasted like chicken.
Really? Okay, so it does taste like chicken. Like it is true what they say.
It doesn't taste like frog. Like it tastes like whatever frog tastes like, but it tastes like chicken.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna definitely have to expand my palate a little bit because I'm a very picky eater.
Really? Oh, I literally eat every food ever.
Yeah, see me, and that's one thing. Like anytime people always say, "Terry, what's the interesting fact about yourself?" I always say, "I'm not. I don't eat condiments. I'm not a condiment person. Like the only condiment you will ever see me eat is barbecue sauce and maybe cocktail sauce with some shrimp. But other than that, the mayo, the ketchup, the mustard,
Really? No ranch?
nope, can't do it.
And fries? Mwah. Yeah, best combo ever.
Yeah, shoot, we should have. Listen, if you were in studio, we was doing things in person. Listen, we'd be having a feast in the studio.
Oh my god, we should do I don't know how you pronounce it, but I think it's a mukbang or a mukbang or whatever. Where you where you just eat a bunch of food.
Yeah, we should do that. We'll have to plan for that. We'll have to plan for that definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Okay, that's good. So yeah, so we cover food, we cover travel. Let's see, what else? What else can you say? Like, what is something that people don't know about you?
Um, I would say I'm pretty straightforward with my supporters. Honestly, I feel like they know a good amount about me. Um, let's see. Something they don't know about me. Um. Oh, here's something. Okay, so this interview is actually the debut to my new haircut. Not happy with this haircut, by the way. I like long hair, Jackson, and I know some of my supporters that are gonna watch this are gonna be like, "You cut the hair, why?" And
You know what's crazy? I just noticed. I didn't even notice until you. I didn't even notice it.
they're like, "Oh," I'm like, I like long hair, Jackson. It was just getting to the hair that I've always wanted my whole life." And I was like, and my mom was like, "You gotta cut it." And I was like,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I mean, I like that. I think the hair looks nice.
"Oh, thank you, but long hair, Jackson, it was way better."
Oh yeah, long hair Jackson. So are you gonna bring back long hair Jackson?
I hope so. I I really wish I kept the long hair.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I'm bummed that I couldn't keep the long hair, uh, because the long hair was superior. It was better.
And you know what's kind of crazy? It's kind of crazy that you mentioned that. So this is actually the first interview I'm doing with the fade because I got a. I've never did the fade before, so I actually got a little fade. It done grew in a little bit since I last got the haircut, but yeah, I decided to do a fade in the part and stuff. So
That's cool.
yeah,
Sometimes
Oh,
you gotta change it a little bit.
Another thing. One more time. What?
I said sometimes you got to change it up a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then another thing that I think a lot of people don't know is I'm actually a straight A student.
Really?
Yeah, in school. I've never gotten a B on my report card.
What? Like ever?
My whole. Okay, wait. Okay, I got one B, second grade math, second semester. That was my first B ever on a report card. But since then, I have never gotten a B on a report card.
Shoot, I wish I could say the same. Yeah, let me tell you, when I hit, I think it's shoot, I think when I hit, mine was, I think when I hit fifth grade, I had got my first B. Yeah, it kind of freaked me out. And then when I got in middle school, I don't know what happened in middle school. I got that C. I brung that C up though.
Okay.
But yeah, man, grades. Yeah, I missed those all A days. Now I did just make the dean's list. I got all A's last semester.
Oh,
So.
that's amazing. Wait, what are you majoring? Like, what are you majoring? I don't know.
Journalism.
College work.
Oh, journalism. That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, so I was like, because it was always my dream to make the dean's list. Finally got the dean's list. Finally got all A's for once, because college is difficult.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, man. So have you? I know you're a freshman and stuff, but have you even thought about a college yet? I know it's early, but have you at least?
Yes.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Um, I've always wanted to go to college since I was like really young. Um, and I've always had my heart set on going to college. So I am gonna go to college. Not exactly sure where I'm gonna go yet. Um, I would say my top choice is Stanford.
That's
Um,
good.
that's like my number one right now. But also UCLA.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Those are good schools.
I haven't really researched it and looked fully into like detail, but I kind of know like I know the vibes. I know the vibes of the schools, so I think they're cool.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And once you know, because I'm telling you, your high school is gonna go by. It's gonna go by fast.
Really? It doesn't feel like it.
I'm telling you, like mine, yeah, my college, high school, all that stuff went by super duper fast, and it's gonna be time. And you're gonna be doing college tours before you know
Uh,
it. So get ready. Look forward to it.
oh no. But yeah.
But yeah, college life, you'll love it, man. Especially staying on campus.
It looks pretty cool. I watch sometimes little college vlogs pop up sometimes on my YouTube, and I'm like, okay. Like the other day, I watched the day in the life of a D1 athlete versus like a regular, college student just going through the motions or whatever, and it's crazy. Like it's like living like a real adult. Like I'm kind of excited for it though. I think it's gonna be cool. I think I'll grow a lot in college.
Yeah, no doubt. It teaches you, like, it literally teaches you responsibility, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I was responsible, but like now I feel like I'm responsible on a higher level.
Yeah,
It
that's what it's for though. I think that's kind of the point, right?
Yeah, yeah. It changes you like for the better. So
No, I definitely that's something. I know it's gonna be work, but it's definitely work I want to do.
okay, cool, all right, awesome. Yeah, man. Well, listen, this has been a great conversation. Appreciate you for coming on the first. You're the first guest. You're the first episode. Yes. Look at you. Yeah, you're on the first episode of season 6 of the show. But listen, is there anything that you'd like to leave with the people? Tell us what your things that you're eyeballing next. Stuff that you got going on now. What may be releasing in the future. Let's hear it.
For sure. First off, I want to say thank you to all my supporters for supporting me. And I love you guys so much. Some things right now I've kind of taken a step back a little bit, and I'm kind of plotting a little bit my next move. Might be in album mode, low key. Might be. Maybe EP mode. Don't want to lock myself into an album. Don't be disappointed if I don't drop an album, guys. I'm sorry. But you might get like a longer EP, like a 7-song EP or 6-song EP. But yeah, I'm kind of scanning the world right now, trying to figure out what to do next. But new singles for sure coming soon.
Okay, sounds good. Yes. So I know I speak for everybody when I say we'll be looking forward to seeing what you come out with next. But whatever you come out with, we know it's gonna be top tier. So.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, thanks so much. Like I said, thanks again so much for coming on the show. Guys, we'll be right back. Stay tuned in.